It's the Open Mic Show with Steve Starr and Cash West.
What's up, everybody? We are back with another episode of the Open Mic Show. I am your host, Cash West.
Oh, am I supposed to talk here?
Apparently.
I'm
hey. Looking right at you.
Hey, guys, it's Steve.
So, welcome back to another episode. Steve is a little sidetracked on me.
No,
all right.
Steve's not sidetracked at all. Look. I want to point out, what's my phone on? The home screen.
There you go.
Not on anything. There's no distraction.
Well, you're going to see that I'm going to check mine waiting for... We got a guy calling in tonight, so I'm just going to see when he texts me.
Really?
It's going to be our second call-in.
Ooh.
All right, you're also going to hear background noise for the next 10 minutes, roughly.
You'll hear the background noise until we decide you won't hear the background noise.
Well, it's our exhaust fan for this nice fatty we got rolled up, so... So we got a bunch to talk about tonight.
A bunch.
You know, let's tell our listeners that we don't really script our shows.
What's a script?
Yeah. I literally know how to write a script. I took classes on all this stuff.
I could do it too.
But we don't do it because it keeps it livelier that way. I feel like the reactions of things are more genuine. So, you know, just want to let you guys know that. We are awesome. And all the other podcasts suck because they script them out.
No, hold on. I did find a podcast that is not, well, it's semi-scripted, I guess you could say. That's what I do. I found it today. It's a couple years old at this point. I've been watching it the majority of the day. I would highly recommend it if you want a good laugh. It's called My Dad Wrote a Porno.
My Dad Wrote a Porno is the name of the podcast?
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
It's a British podcast, so you got to go with that. So I guess the guy's dad, who writes erotic novels under the pen name Rocky Flintstone, gave this novel to his son, and his son read it and said, hold on a second, and then he took it and he read it to some of his friends, and now they sit around the kitchen table and he reads a chapter a week.
On the podcast?
Yes.
So what happens when he runs out of the chapters?
And it's live commentary from friends, because it's the first time the friends are actually hearing the chapter. He reads the chapter ahead of time, so he knows what he's reading.
Right.
Well, there's 5 books.
Good.
And they just finished the 4th one.
Okay, so he's on to... So is it only going to be 5 seasons of the show?
Well, Dad said... Rocky Flintstone said as long as he needs money, he's writing books.
Oh. Got it. Okay.
So this podcast is potentially never ending.
But it's just graphic novels for women, right?
No, it's not graphic novels for women. It's a erotic novel.
Erotic novel. So it's like he was banging her against the wall and like stuff
it's
like that.
It's like 50 Shades of Grey, but like a lot of bit hardcore.
Okay. I'm into this. I mean, I'm never going to read it, but I'd like to hear it.
Don't read it. Yeah, just My Dad Wrote a Porno. Just listen to the first episode, and you're either going to fall in love with it or be like, what the fuck did Steve get me to listen to?
Yeah. Okay. So...
every character in the story has their own voice. The dude, like,
he just
literally,
changes his voice.
yes,
he
the dude
voices.
literally has a voice for every character in the book.
Well, we just promoted another podcast on our podcast, so
I don't care.
They should be grateful.
It was worthwhile and hilarious.
Well, they may find a few
He kept me
listeners.
happy today.
Okay, well, they're gonna get any of our listeners. Don't listen over us; just listen after us. All right, so we're gonna talk about
Listen
a few
to
things.
him tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go. All right, we're gonna talk about what did you have on the plate, and then I'll talk about my stuff. All right, we got the Browns. We know that Browns won. We have a conspiracy theory tonight.
I think you're just crazy.
It's not my theory, but it's one that I'm really looking into. So I started following a few websites. Anyway, we'll get to that. Greg is supposed to call in and talk about his Comic-Con he attended, and it's... Sorry, I got a text message. All right, so yeah, Greg's gonna call in and talk about the Comic-Con he just attended. It was like a low-key one. It looked like more put together by local people, I think. I could be wrong. He's gonna talk about it. So when he calls in, we'll let you hear him. What else do I got? I got a few other things. It'll come to me as I go. I'm gonna shout out a couple artists, music you should check out. I have.
See, you're mad because I'm shouting out my dad wrote a porno, but you're like, hey, I got a couple of artists.
No, but we were always supposed to promote artists. We're gonna give a few freebies, and then we'll figure it out after that. But I promised this guy I would play his track as well. It reminds me of Stained, almost, in a way, in a sense. What's that guy's name? Aaron
Lewis.
Aaron Lewis, is that it? Reminds me of him in a way. I mean, it's his own sound, but it kind of reminiscent of Stained. So, not the country style, but his old actual music when he was in the band. Thank you for that. So we got a few things coming up. So, you got anything? Anything?
Raw last night was kind of interesting from what I saw.
I see pictures of somebody that looked like Braun Strowman would.
Well, Braun Strowman beat somebody up.
What did she say? Oh, well, yeah. Who did he beat up?
The tag team champions of both shows.
Damn. Sorry, guys. We get a little short and spaced out here. We're smoking a nice rolled stogie. Oh, my God. I haven't used that word in forever. I'm getting old, dude.
You used hog leg last time.
I know. This is ridiculous. I'm getting old. I hate it. All right, so let's talk about the Browns real quick. 23-3 over the Jets. Yay, Browns. That's great, but the Jets had a third-string quarterback. That is something to laugh about because it would have been a good game because Le'Veon Bell was doing all right. The problem is they couldn't pass much because of the third-string quarterback. I can't even remember his name. Simeon went down with an ankle injury. Browns played in the first half, but they played really well in the second half. They did not have anywhere the amount of penalties they had in the first game, which was like, I don't know, maybe an NFL record for fucking penalties in one game. So, third-string quarterback didn't do so hot against the Browns defense, which has to still improve, especially on our penalties as far as stupid things like roughing the passer or what have you. So, offense, like I said, shaky in the first half. Baker, I thought you were handing that to me. Baker.
No, not yet.
Baker was so accurate last year, but he
time.
did have a lot of time to throw. But this year, he's not had as much time to throw in the first half. He's not looked like Baker that we've seen. But the second half looked like Baker. So maybe he's getting his confidence back. Had that nice lead. Got him a win under their belt. Hey, what more can you ask for?
Well, you know.
I mean, 2 years ago, we were losing to the Jets. So the only contender I see in the AFC North after... Oh, Big Ben is out for the season. So Steelers ain't going to be shit. They traded all their picks away for Minka Fitzpatrick, which was insane.
What do you think about this chair, bro?
The Bengals are still up in the air about how they're going to do, but it's not looking pleasant after last game. But then again, the Browns didn't look great the first game. But Baltimore's looking amazing. 2-0. Lamar Jackson balling out, making people think he should have been number one pick, maybe, the way he's been playing. But I think Baker's a solid pick at number one. So that's me being biased and being a Browns fan. But that's all I got to say on that. The Browns win. Ooh, shit. Nothing. I'm good. Here.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Don't die.
I am not dying.
I only kind of sort of need you.
Okay, I'm here.
Sometimes.
Who else had a great game? Baltimore won. I'm pretty sure.
Ohio State.
Yeah, Ohio State had a hell of a game. They played University of Cincinnati.
No, they played Indiana.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm a week behind. They played Indiana. Jeez Louise. Big Ten game. Indiana was supposed to be a tough opponent. Found out they weren't. So, who do we got next then? We got Miami?
I don't know. I don't know what the schedule is.
I think we got... Wait a minute. Man, I might be all mixed up. Oh, man. I haven't even, like, paid attention to the Buckeyes. I've been so busy on Saturday. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of rough.
Oh, I caught the tail end of it just because I was at work.
Our quarterback looked really good last game against Indiana. What I did watch, I can't believe I forgot that. But they beat Ohio State, beat Cincinnati 42-0. They beat Indiana 51-10. I thought they played like a Florida team. But anyway, Saturday at 3:30 they play Miami of Ohio. That's Ben Roethlisberger's alma mater. So hopefully they go in there and beat them pretty good. They play Nebraska after that, another Big Ten game, 7:30 p.m. Going to be under the lights. Michigan State at Ohio State, another night game. Northwestern, another night game.
Durka.
Wisconsin, number 13 in the rankings, and to be determined.
What's Ohio
time.
State ranked?
Ohio State is 6th, though. We've sat at 6 for 3 weeks. Only two ranked opponents we end up playing is, where'd they go? Wisconsin,
Who
right
is?
now. What did I just say? 13th, but it says Penn State's 13th as well, which is weird. Why does it say that? I don't know.
Because they're tied out.
This is ESPN, too.
Because they're tied out.
Okay. That's weird. Never seen that in college football. But anyway, they say Penn State's 13, but they're ranked something. So we play Wisconsin a few weeks later. All right, so we'll go to Maryland, then Rutgers, then Penn State, who's ranked. But Maryland, I think Maryland's ranked. Why is this thing ain't right? They haven't updated this, apparently. And this is not an ESPN. I apologize. This is Google Sports.
Sometimes they're behind.
Because I know for a fact Maryland was in the top 25. So that's 3 ranked opponents. Then we play Rutgers, who might be ranked. I don't know. And then Penn State, then Michigan. Sorry I'm all over the place, but it's confusing me when these people don't update their shit. Michigan's ranked 2. That's 4 ranked opponents that we do play. So nobody can say our schedule is totally cupcake because no other opponent is playing more than 4 or 5 ranked opponents. You know what I mean? Like Alabama, Georgia, all them guys are doing it. The SEC, but yeah, we're playing 4 ranked. So we got to win out and dominate and go into there looking to be the top 4. Because Ohio State's awesome. Go Bucks. And they didn't get the trademark on for the Ohio State University. They tried for it, but it didn't pass. So, all right.
Well, that sucks. Yay!
Still waiting for Greg to text me.
Hey, that reminds me. I do have something that is kind of interesting.
It was going to come up.
And it's something that I haven't even told you about.
¿Qué pasó?
Ooh. Did you know they're making a Saved by the Bell reboot?
Oh, fuck me.
And it's going to have the dude that played Slater and I can't remember the other one. I want to say it was Kelly. Jesse.
I'm
it was
listening.
Jesse.
Oh, Jesse. Yeah, Jesse Span.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's her name.
Yes. Her name is Jessie.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. What did I say?
I don't know.
Jessie Spano was her name.
It was just the odd look that you gave me as you said it.
Okay.
Or as we said it.
Anyway, so Kelly, Jesse, Zach.
I know.
Screech.
No, Screech will not be a part of it.
Not the real Screech.
Dustin Diamond will not be a part of it. No. This is like further in the future. It's a follow-up.
Really?
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Zach Morris is the governor of California.
Oh, my God. You know who's not going to be watching it?
Screech.
Young people. People our age are going to be watching it.
You know who's not going to be watching it?
Why is he not going to be in it?
Me.
I'm not going to watch that shit. I might watch one episode just to make fun of it.
I will probably watch the whole thing just to make fun of it.
What's his name?
Screech.
Slater going to be in it?
Yes.
No.
That's what I said. Slater and Jesse.
I wasn't listening. I was texting because Greg is telling me when he's going to call in. So, I got to turn on Skype.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
This is also old people technology right here, Skype.
No, it's not really.
It really is. But yeah, dude, like it's only going to be old people like us and older. We're not that old.
Whatever. There'll be other people.
Mid-30s, but still, seriously, that's the generation that watched it was us.
Yeah, but there'll be other people.
Oh, it's such a stupid show now that I went back and watched it a few times, which we forgot to do. watch
No.
it? Oh, did you watch yours?
I watched Chip and Dale.
Did it hold up?
I definitely think it
I'll
did.
take your word for it then. I forgot to watch it.
Because you're a loser and you don't watch the things when we say, hey, watch this stuff.
I also meant to watch a bunch. I sent you a bunch of them on the list.
And you didn't watch not of it, did you?
Nope.
What have you watched here recently? That would be of an older era.
Nothing.
What have you watched
I've
here
been
recently?
busy, man. I get busy. What do you want me to do? YouTube through the day at work? Yeah, I could do that. Then I get in trouble.
No. You take 45 minutes
Potty breaks.
as you sit down at the end of the day when nobody else is around, when you're going to bed.
I'm doing other shit when I'm laying in bed, like Facebooking. I fell back in the trap.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how social media ruins lives.
It's true. Here, I got it in my mouth.
That's what she
All right,
said.
So,
I'm hungry.
okay, so Greg just texted me and he is about to call in.
Cool.
So,
And he knows your name is Cash, right? Because
yeah, man, he knows my name's Cash.
Okay.
It's all good.
It might be a guy that doesn't realize who's hosting what.
Yeah. He knows a couple guys here at the production studio, so he'll be all right.
That's how he got the hookup to get on the
yeah.
show.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, we're going to have him call in, and he's going to be doing that in just a second. All right, welcome back. So, we're waiting for Greg to call. This flipper's taking forever. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Some bitch. Oh, yeah, it is. Nope, he's about to call. We're not going to go into that story. So.
Oh, that sucks.
as soon as we go into that story, he fucking gets on here.
No, we are going to talk about that.
We will
with him
okay.
on the phone.
He might not. They might be his cousins.
I hope not.
I'm just kidding.
Is he Amish?
This is North Bloomfield, Ohio. So
I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask now because you got me wanting to know.
No.
Yeah, because you got me wanting to know.
Okay. Da, 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 da.
I feel like it gets a little darker in here every time.
What did he send me? Is it ringing? Not. Can you turn that fan off? We're getting all kinds of background noise because she just decides to vacuum when I'm in the middle of a show. I should go kill her right now.
Just
hit the button twice.
that one. And again. There you go.
Okay. All right. So, wait. What? Did he call?
I don't know.
Okay, we're calling him.
Yep, call him.
There we go. And we're calling Greg.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry about the vacuum in the background. That is my one of the things in the middle of my show. I told her I was recording, but she gives no fucks about me.
Zero fucks were given.
That's the and Greg is not there. Is Greg? Greg? Hello, Greg.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you.
Oh, I can hear you.
There we go.
All right. So what's up? How you
Not
doing
much.
tonight?
How's everybody doing?
We are good.
Yep.
So
Good.
I'm glad this is coming through. This is great. So you're our second caller. Not of
Awesome.
the night, but ever.
Because that's
a
how we
distinguished
roll.
number right there.
So Steve, another Steve, just texted into the show and said he just finished listening to episode 10. So shout out to that Steve.
Whoop whoop.
So Greg,
Hey,
we've talked about you a few times on the show about different things we're going to do. So Greg has an appointment with us in a few weeks. In October, to do some tabletop gaming.
Yeah,
That sounds fun.
and we got to get together before that as well to try and actually make the characters as well sometime.
Okay, so we got to do about a week before. We need to make the characters, and a week after
Yeah,
I learn how to play D&D.
Wait. We.
Our first one's Magic. I'm sorry.
Oh, we're gonna play Magic.
Yeah,
first?
I think that's what we decided on.
I mean,
Is that
Yeah,
right,
that's fine
Greg?
with me.
well, if he was
Okay.
gonna come over a week before
Well,
the
that's
appointment
fine,
to
but
make
he
the
can.
characters,
Oh, I'm sorry.
then we're gonna play some D&D that first one. No, because I want to learn how to play that.
Okay,
shit.
so we'll do D&D the first one.
you no, I get okay. You said
Is that
okay.
official? We get the D&D first.
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna throw some dice because I have dice in a fucking box that I bought forever a fucking ago when I wanted to learn, and they're still sitting there shiny and pretty.
Yeah. Okay. So,
But they're Dolphins colors, and I'm no longer a Dolphins fan.
yeah, screw the Dolphins. Hey, Greg, do you like NFL, Greg, by chance?
I'm not a big football guy unless I'm actually playing it myself.
Okay, no worries. Hey, that's a good idea. We should play flag football soon. All right, for another time. Anyway,
sounds like it
all
would
right. So
hurt.
tell us about this Comic-Con
I'm
you
old.
attended. What was it about?
It was Midori-Con. It was actually focused on anime and such.
Right.
But it was actually open to everything. I was expecting mainly anime, but you saw everything there.
So maybe some troopers, stuff like that. If somebody dressed up as that, they welcomed them.
Yeah, I saw a Spider-Man and Mary Jane. I saw my favorite one there was you've seen Toy Story, right? The first one.
Yes, sir, I have. About a million times because I used to babysit a kid.
You remember in Sid's room, the bully's kid's room, the doll head thing with the erector set body?
Yes.
A guy dressed up as that. He had a black suit on. His head was made up as the doll's head, and he had like erector sets going to the floor.
That's pretty freaking sweet.
That's kind of creepy, but kind of cool.
It was awesome. Then they had a bunch of like anime characters and Pokemon. It was just a great time. And the weirdest thing there, by far, was that they had a dominatrix. Like a professional-ass dominatrix.
Was that a costume or real life?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Was that
Real life.
They legit?
that was one of the panels.
Oh.
The people that came in to like talk and stuff.
Wow, that's crazy.
It was really screwy. I went to them. I said screw it because the only other thing they had was dealing with depression at Con,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm like, I'm too happy to deal with that.
Right. You're like, I don't want to go to that shit and get down with it. I mean,
I'd have
maybe
probably-
you could have went and gave him a motivational speech, but
I'd have probably gone to the same one.
yeah, I'm down for the dominatrix over the depression thing.
Oh yeah, she was beautiful and very professional. 10 out of 10 would let her choke me again.
Perfect.
And I'm not kidding. She choked me.
Oh, she really choked you.
Yeah,
That's still funny as fuck.
She went around and like showed people the proper way to do it.
So the proper way without hurting somebody and still having a good time.
Yeah, basically. And she also ended it with, "Don't try this at fucking home."
Okay, so hey, what? Like I said, I'd still pick that over depression.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So that's cool. What other was there any Avengers besides Spider-Man? You already said Spider-Man. Was there any other?
Let me think here. I don't really remember any Avengers. It was mostly he seemed like DC fans because I saw a really good Joker from the new movie coming out.
That's cool. I was
That's what's
joking
up.
one year for
That's
Halloween.
Yeah, I can actually. I'll share some of the pictures and stuff to your guys' Facebook page if you like.
That would be
That would
cool.
be yes, more than welcome.
So just tag it as Comic-Con, whatever the title was, and,
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
I even got a couple videos I took during like the actual like costume contest and stuff.
So did you not get video of the dominatrix?
No, she asked that we did not film
Oh.
it because she is a professional and she charges people to like
Right,
film
right.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. So,
I did
yeah,
get her
that's
business
cool.
card though.
You got her business card?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, Steve wants that. So,
Steve definitely wants that.
that's cool.
I believe
you said they had a
Lives
costume.
in Northern Ohio.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, they had a costume contest there. There was a lot of really good ones. I don't know if you're familiar with a lot of Anime Cash or Steve, but
Steve is.
Steve is.
Steve is.
oh, good.
I
You
know
know
some.
that they had a lot of My Hero Academia.
Nice.
That was probably one of the biggest ones they had. They had a lot of for Kingdom Hearts.
That's cool.
They had one for Princess Mononoke. That one was a really good one.
I don't think Steve knows that one.
Steve's thinking if he knows that one.
What was it called again?
Princess Mononoke.
I've
Nope.
never heard of that one.
Nope. Steve doesn't know that one.
Oh, it's a Studio Ghibli movie.
Oh.
We'll have to
Well.
check
I don't
that
know if-
out.
Oh, it's a good one. It's one of my favorite.
Can you also, to our Facebook page, post a link to YouTube for that? Because I still forget
Yeah.
the name because I'm pretty stoned. Princess Mononoke?
Yeah, just find the official trailer and post that for
Yeah,
us.
that'd be cool too.
Yeah.
Either one. Yeah,
Yeah, I could do that. It's a really good one.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. There was a lot of what you might consider furries.
Oh, Jesus, seriously?
Cash would have had a heart attack the minute he stepped in the door.
I'm like, wait, where's the furries talking?
They were dressed sexy and they had like the
Hold
ears on and like the foxtail coming
I
out.
told you, dude.
All right, so Cash, I have the perfect idea. We need to go to a Comic-Con, and you need to dress as Elmer Fudd.
Oh, perfect.
That reminds me, I was actually coming up with a bunch of cosplays I'm planning on taking it to next year, because from what I understand, they're going to have it in the same place again.
Okay, I might be down for this.
You got to go with Fudd.
I would go as Elmer Fudd, and if I see furries there, I'm
just going to pretend to shoot them all.
Yeah. I'm messing. Well, I can't do that because people's feelings will seriously be hurt if I act like I shoot people. So
yeah,
I don't do that. So.
I think they ban most of that now.
Yeah, you don't want to do that anyway, because that's like that's a gray area. So,
but you can still be Elmer Fudd.
I could throw him through a loop and dress up as Bugs Bunny.
No.
And when they come up to me as a fellow furry, I'm like, I ain't no fucking furry, you weird.
I'm Bugs Bunny.
That's the way I get them.
You do that, I'll go as Foghorn Leghorn.
Say that again.
You do that, I'll go as Foghorn Leghorn.
That'd be cool.
I'll tell you what now.
There you go. See, I need. Oh, goddamn! I keep hitting my mic. I need to get a good professionally made Halloween costume because I'm pretty into Halloween. It's a good time of the year. I'm not as into it as I like to be, as far as like.
I just want a professional mask.
Well, I want like
I've
real
got a
Darth
card for you.
Vader outfit.
I've got a card for you because I actually attended one of the panels to learn how to do like cosplay costumes and stuff like that.
Really?
And I got their cards and everything. Yeah, because I'm planning on going like full on cosplay next year. Like I've got several ideas.
I just want a really sweet ass mask.
You know what a good costume would be? That would fuck everybody up that I've never seen. That may have happened before, obviously, but I don't think I've ever seen it. Would be Goro from Mortal Kombat.
I've seen
that. Would be an awesome one to see, though.
That would be sick.
Yeah,
if it's done right, I would.
Yeah, with them 2 extra arms, got to be done right. But you know what? You could
one of the ones I want to do. Okay,
my bad. But real quick, you could have somebody like your kid on your shoulders to not make him super tall, but tall enough, and then he could operate 2 arms, and you operate the other 2 arms. You know what I mean? So that's my thing.
That'd be cool looking.
Yeah, I think so. What was you about to say?
Yeah, one of the ones I'm actually want to do for the cosplay is, you probably won't know it, Cash, but Steve Wood, 13 from My Hero Academia, the character that's in the spacesuit or whatever.
Right, yes, I know who you're talking about.
I'm wanting to make that, and I'm wanting to hook up a backpack to the back and have a hose running to the fingers so I can have it open up like they do in the comics and have it like suck stuff up.
Nice.
I want it to be like an actual functional suit.
That's badass. He showed me a picture. Damn, there's a lot of people that did it. I'm pissed off now. Don't show me anymore. I still want to do it. All right, so there's a lot of...
Well, here, I'll show you some shitty ones now.
There you go. Them are shitty. But anime. What? This is my question. Is Spawn considered anime?
No.
I would say no, because it has its basis in America.
Okay, because it's a
most anime, like what they consider true anime, would have a basis in Japan.
Yeah. Okay.
Even though My Hero Academia is very heavily influenced by superhero comics.
Okay. I mean, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But Death Note is one that I know because I've watched it.
I love Death Note.
So
that's like probably one of my top 3.
That movie was shitty, though.
The one on Netflix, yes.
Yeah, it was shitty.
If you like that, you should try Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul. I'll write that down.
And they have a live-action version of that, too, that they came out with recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll check out the anime part of it first, because I'm into stuff like that. You know, I haven't...
You have to find the right one.
I haven't watched it in a long time, you know what I mean? So,
you have to find the right one. It's complete... So go back and watch Dragon Ball Super, because you watched Z.
Was Aeon Flux considered anime, or is that American-based, too?
No, that's American-made. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I think it was based in Japanese, though. I think it was based on a Japanese manga that made its way to America. I'm not really for certain on that one.
See, now I would like to trace that back, if so, because I like Aeon Flux.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. So, all right. Anything else you got to tell us from your old Comic-Con?
Nope, that's about it. Other than, I recommend anybody
there?
That wants to go would go. It was a great time, and everybody was super fun.
So who puts this one together? Who is in charge of putting this one together? Was it overall like a big Comic-Con, or was it like a smaller one?
It's one of the smaller ones. It's not like the huge Comic-Cons where you're like elbow to elbow with everybody. There was plenty of room for everybody. Like in the panels, there was plenty of room to sit. They even had a rave on Saturday night.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And when Luigi's Mansion started playing, everybody started congregating. That's
a good
it's the only time I saw the whole place filled up.
Right. Okay, cool. Sweet. So, yeah, man, well, I appreciate you calling.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah, this show will be posted up later tonight if you want to go back and listen to it and see how you sounded. So
I may well do that.
all right, man. So we will see you here in a few weeks on the show, and if you want to call in here on the next few shows, just let us know.
Yeah, sounds great. You guys have a great one.
You too, bud. Thanks.
Yep.
Bye.
All right, thanks to Greg for calling.
Yay, go Greg.
What?
I don't know. I don't know if it's really worth a yet, but the picture looked cool.
Oh.
That's the picture, so I clicked on it.
Venom's kid just became Marvel's gross. Ooh, excuse me. Why is it gross?
I don't know. Haven't figured that out yet. Other created.
All right. So let's get on to this conspiracy theory that we've been talking about. Wait a second. Let's talk about this Amish buggy getting pulled over first.
Yes. While I read.
Oh, please let me find it. Here it is. While you read the Venom thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so North Ohio, somewhere in northern Ohio. An Amish buggy was high-tech, equipped with a sound system and beer that was flowing at a fast pace. This is WHIO News. They were pulled over, and they're looking for the owner. Wait. Pulled over the buggy, now they're looking for the owner. Apparently they ran. People riding the buggy ran to the woods. So they can't even catch him because there's no license plate, because it's a buggy. They're probably on that Amish party that the parents let them do for a week and see if they come back or whatever. If not, they're like disowned. But there's a 12-pack of beer and a stereo system. They got like 2 12s in this fucking buggy, dude. So the buggy was towed and deputies found someone to take care of the horse. They're still looking for the owner. So they're never going to find him. That's hilarious. Now they're going to pull over every buggy they see. Oh, that's hilarious. But they had 12s in this damn Amish buggy, man. That's crazy. All right.
Oh, wow. Holy shenanigans.
What happened?
So, I guess what it actually is, what makes it so gross, is that its name is Sleeper, and it literally just piloted a dead body across space.
It piloted?
Yes. At one point in time, the host was alive. The host is now dead and just a husk of a person.
A person from another planet?
Yeah, an alien, whatever.
Oh, there, thank you. I was wondering.
Yeah, you mean, yeah.
Sorry. All right, so we are on to, finally, the conspiracy.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus
and Gary Larson.
Christ, Steve. What?
The Far Side's coming back. I think that's pretty
Did
worthwhile.
I don't even know if I've seen the Far Side.
Oh, how have you never seen The Far Side?
I'm trying to think if I have. Nope, don't think I have. Who's got in it?
It's The Far Side. It's not a movie. It's a comic strip. It's
you dick.
The Far Side.
I got it. The comic. Now I know what you're talking about. Yes, I read the comic, The Far Side. Can I talk about my conspiracy theory?
No, because The Far Side is coming back. Do you know how awesome that is?
How long did it go away?
It's been gone for like 25 years.
Really?
End date, January 1st, 1995.
Oh, hell. Okay. This article talks about... All right, here it's loading. I don't want to spoil it until it loads, and I don't miscommunicate anything. God damn, I'm high.
The world really ended in 2012.
Why'd you do that? You're a fucking... I'm telling you, I'm getting closer and closer to the open mic show with Cash West. All right. All right, here we go. E-Bomb's World. A conspiracy thread. Did the world end in 2012? Thanks for that. Now, we all remember before 2012, the big hoopla was the Mayans said the Mayan calendar ended 2012 and we're all going to die because, they didn't put anything past that on the calendar. Which is asinine in itself. But, and the other thing about that is I'll go into that as I get into the conspiracy. But, a lot of people are just like, well, the Mayans were like, why the fuck are we doing this? We're not even going to be around by then, probably. So they just said they stopped doing it. I don't get it.
It says, Ned, you're my best friend, and I just got to tell someone. It's time I come out of the closet and stop living this lie. I hate animals.
Oh, I didn't know there was a text on it. I didn't see it.
They're zookeepers.
Yeah, I got it. So, all right, conspiracy thread talks about. I'm done because you're interrupting me. All right, I'm going to read you the whole thread first. So you just bear with me. All right, this guy Nick Hinton at Nick Hintonn on Twitter. Started an insane thread about a theory that the world did end in 2012 and we're living in an alternate reality, which is just a subshoot of the decision that is made at a split. If I ask you if you want a cookie and you say yes, that's one reality, but the reality that if you said no continues to go on in a multiverse. So, he's not laughing at me. He's laughing at some stupid comics because he can't get enough of it now. All right, so this goes on to say a few things in several different tweets. And this is on July 25th, 2019. All right, I wanted to talk about this subject for a while now. The other day I had a random urge to look into it again and read some old stuff. Just for fun ever since I've noticed other people talking about it. All right, so I'm not going to read every tweet, but I'm going to read the gist of it. So he's talking about how strange it is that he can't find anything online about it or even people joking about it or anything in depth. It's been frustrating trying to refresh his few things in his memory and that are helping him piece the puzzle together, but he swears he knows there was always more out there. And it's part of this Mandela effect that we spoke about previously. You need to put your phone down. Jesus.
I'm sorry.
He says he can't remember the first time he heard the theory, but it's been somewhat of a meme. He found a video of the child genius from YouTube touch on this theory, but don't think he's the first to talk about it. Originally, it was a girl. So, did the world actually end in 2012?
Yes.
Is that what you think?
No.
All right. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. But he said, so did the world actually end in 2012?
Yes.
Okay. This is where it caught my attention. All right. It was the year scientists at CERN, CERN,
right,
finally found the Higgs boson. Higgs boson. I'll go with what you said just because whatever, but I think it's Higgs boson. But I'll go with boson. Higgs boson. All y'all guys remember that? 2012 Higgs boson. Anybody remember that? Ring a bell?
It's the God
particle.
particle.
It's the God particle. All right? The particle Stephen Hawking predict could destroy the universe, or in his own words, cause the universe to undergo catastrophic vacuum decay. This is where it caught my attention. When did Stephen Hawking die?
I don't know.
Can you Google that while I'm in here? Because that would help me a little bit. Because if he said the Higgs boson, which you looked up and proved me wrong on.
Yeah.
If he predicted that it could destroy the universe.
2018.
Okay. 12, 31, yeah, so 6 years later. Okay, so he died 6 years later.
No, he just got deleted from the simulation.
True. Okay, we're going to go into that as we get through this. But the thing is this whole time he was alive after 2012. Did he think any of this or no? I don't think he did. I don't think he thought any of this. But that's what he said could happen with the Higgs boson. And apparently he thought as he was alive in the last few years, nothing happened. All right. Okay, so this guy goes on to say, what happened if we destroyed the universe? Well, would we know? ? Maybe CERN accidentally created a black hole that sucked us in without us even noticing, and we've just been living in it. Some physicists actually believe this is possible. Okay? And he goes on to post a link that I cannot get to. It's National Geographic. And something about living on a black hole, so we can look that up and have that for next show as if we rebuttal this or if we kind of agree with some of the things in it. But
keep going.
It's weird. Okay? There's an old cliche argument that nothing has felt right since 2012. This is where it got me a second time.
Yeah, okay? Yeah. Well, he
says, I agree with this. Maybe it has something to do with growing up and getting older, but ever since then, it seems the world descends more and more into chaos each day, and even time feels faster, which I agree with that.
Yes, I kind of agree with that.
Because it was 2012, and the next thing I know, it was 2016.
Next thing I know, it's 2019.
Well, now, but I'm saying that's what I was thinking at the time. 4 years had flew by like it was nothing to me when I got out of the Army. All right, so there's some sort of calamity happening almost daily. Mass shootings stay in the headline for like 12 hours. Did we all die and go to hell? Was that the end of the world and what was left,
Were we ever not in hell?
You know what I'm
and we
saying?
just didn't know it?
He says, I don't really believe that, but some people do. Maybe we were in a similar situation as a character to The Good Place, which I haven't watched. But he doesn't go into more detail about The Good Place.
Ted Danson is the devil in that, though. I know that. Ted Danson is the devil.
Okay, well, maybe they died and didn't realize they went to hell and whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so we'll look into that, too. All right, so he said, like I said before, I think we live in a series of simulations. Perhaps the universe was destroyed by CERN and our collective consciousness was moved into a parallel universe next door, and it would be almost identical. How would you do that? Who would do that? Who would move our collective consciousness to another universe, and how would that be possible? Okay, that's what throws me through a loop. I start losing it here. But in fact, there are people out there who are reporting small differences in this reality and the one they remember, which brings in the Mandela effect. But I think this is where the Mandela effect fucks me up. Was the Mandela effect a thing before 2012? Maybe we have to Google that.
I don't know.
Was the Mandela effect around before 2012?
I honestly, I don't know.
That's the question. So, they have noticed small differences. The one they remember before 2012. It's a phenomenon often referred to as the Mandela effect. Below is one of the most famous Mandela effects, which was the Bernstein Bears, or the Berenstain Bears, which I always called them the Berenstain Bears. Not the Berenstain. I've never heard of Berenstain. Some people remember Febreze spelled with 2 E's instead of 1. Skechers with a T in it instead of no T. So Sketchers instead of Skechers.
I kind of remember that T being there.
Looney Tunes instead of Looney Tunes. It's the first one's Tunes, Toones.
Yeah, but it's the second one.
Okay.
It's always been that.
All right. J.C. Penney instead of J.C. Penney, Penney, but the first one was Penny, as you would actually spell it. And then the list goes on. If these don't look or feel right to you, you're not alone. And that's looking at the bottle of Febreze, Looney Tunes, Skechers, and J.C. Penney actual. I always remember Penny being Penney. So, all right.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Mandela died in 2013, though. So that's another question. So maybe, technically not. He died a year later. I don't know, man. This is weird. All right, so the name comes from Nelson Mandela, who believed to have died. Many people believe he died in prison in the 80s, which I never thought that. But most of them, his funeral was national news in 2013. All right, Mandela effect gets much creepier, though. Some people remember the statue. This is what we talked about. The Statue of Liberty being in a different location. People are saying that Ellis Island was the original location of the Statue of Liberty.
Liberty Island has always been the location.
It's on Liberty Island, actually. So, and then there's a painting, supposedly, of the Statue of Liberty on Ellis Island, with no other islands nearby. Was the artist just not paying attention? Did he like it better this way? Or alternate reality, multiverse theories? You tell me. But we're not done. It gets better. Now, if that's not strange enough, you go to Google Maps Street View, and there's a few specific areas of Liberty Island where the Statue of Liberty is just gone. And it says residue from a previous timeline. I don't know about that. There's also accounts of uploading strange pictures that goes by the username Auguste Bartoli, designer of Lady Liberty herself, and the account also sports his picture from the 1800s, and he's approved by Google. Like we are on Google Podcasts. All right.
And Apple. And now iHeartRadio.
Oh, shit, yeah. iHeartRadio. All right, so apparently right before the United States entry into World War I, the Germans committed the first act of terrorism on U.S. soil. It was considered one of the largest artificial non-nuclear explosions to ever have occurred. I'm wondering why I didn't hear about this in school, he says.
I don't remember hearing about that either.
All right, the reason is the Statue of Liberty's torch is closed to the public. It's been closed for over 100 years. There's only one problem. People remember going to the torch. That's kind of weird.
What?
That people remember going to the Torch, but it's been closed for over 100 years.
Do you remember ever hearing anybody who said they've been to D.C.
There's
or
pictures.
to New York?
There's.
I don't even know where this is.
Here's the pictures.
I know there's pictures.
So, I found taken from the Torch, but look at the user's profile pictures. They were old as fuck, like 1800s type shit.
Yeah, I know. It's that dude that created it. I've seen it. I looked.
No, this is different. These are different people. But why would they have a modern camera, unless they traveled through time and, if they were really old. But that's the thing. People will get on. Dude, there's so many people that troll online that could be like, bullshit. Okay? So, anyway, here's a weird Twitter account, Statue Ellis FDN, which makes no mention of Liberty Island at all, and sports a creepy banner of photo of people walking up stairs that lead to nothing. That's weird. And then there's a video where people have tagged their location at Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island. However, people posing in front of and staring at nothing. It's unsettling. All right. A viral thread on 4chan. Someone claimed to be one of the 23 scientists at CERN responsible for creating the Mandela effect. They claimed that the planet was destroyed and that we were placed in a simulated world. But who the fuck
gave them permission to put me in a simulation?
And how? Okay, the thing he thought most interesting was that whoever this person was described reality as being like a set of Russian dolls. Do you know what the Russian dolls are?
The stacking nesting dolls, yes.
Where they are worlds nestled within one another, or simulations within simulations, like Inception, in a way. But the idea of simulations within simulations, or a multiverse, is not something new. It's been a part of Eastern philosophy since the 3rd century. A quote by Alan Watts illustrates it perfectly. Alright, so here's where it gets deep. Imagine a multi-dimensional spider's web in the early morning covered with dewdrops. Okay? So every dewdrop contains the reflection of all the other dewdrops.
Yeah.
Let that sink in. Every dewdrop contains the reflection of all the other dewdrops. And in each reflected dewdrop, the reflections of all the other dewdrops in that reflection, and so ad infinitum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's the Buddhist conception of the universe in an image. This is where it gets even weirder. The flat earthers believe that the earth is riding on the back of a turtle, correct?
I don't know if that's
there's
exactly
a lot of people that believe that.
what it is. I just believe they think that the earth is flat.
Well, this is where it gets interesting. This also reminds me of the turtles all the way down myth. The story that the world sits on the back of a turtle, who's standing on a larger turtle, who's standing on an even larger turtle. Okay?
So if we fall off the edge of the earth, we fall onto a turtle who's actually standing on a turtle.
Where's that turtle? What is that turtle walking through, and where's it going?
The vast unknown.
Okay. But anyways, besides the Mayans, there were some other people who predicted 2012 would be the end. One of these people was Terence McKenna, and he didn't necessarily believe 2012 would be the end, but he predicted there would be some reality rearranging event. Okay? He made the prediction using his time wave zero formula, which supposedly mathematically decodes the King Wen sequence of the One Chang dynasty into something that graphs the fractal patterns of history. Damn, this is getting out of my league. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
The graph culminates into a singularity point of infinite complexity.
You done lost me, but I'm trying to follow along.
To better understand this concept, you can imagine a tape wrapped up in a spiral like you find inside a VHS tape. Time goes round and round in smaller and smaller loops and eventually runs out. Okay?
Gotcha.
Time goes round in smaller and smaller loops till it eventually runs out. Okay? Emergence of the Homo sapiens, agricultural revolution, industrial revolution, and then it kind of cuts off where it says spiral, goes on forever, infinite number of turns ahead, but only a finite time. Okay? Is there another meaning to the end of time? Preston B. Nichols, a supposed whistleblower who wrote books detailing time travel experiments at the Montauk Project, which Stranger Things is based off of, claimed that they were never able to time travel past 2012 because they could find no future beyond it. future's not able to travel through black holes, apparently.
No.
Okay,
Or
so-
into simulations. But, hold on. I'm going to question one thing real quick because this is going to throw you off. So, if the world actually ended in 2012 and we are actually living in a simulation, what about the time travelers from like 2033 or like 2022 or like
They don't exist.
2237 or something shit like that? They do exist. There are people. I'm telling you, man.
Okay, well, all right. According to him, there was an abrupt wall there with nothing on the other side. Whether he's a crackpot or not, what I find interesting is he did this interview in 2014 like it's just strange. It's just a strange thing to say considering you've already made it past that date, right? Weird. Stranger Things and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, loosely based. Okay. Also a theory floating around that we've reached the end of history. The end of history is a philosophical idea that has been talked about by such notable figures as Hegel, Marx, and most recently Francis Fukuyama. All right? His name's almost like fuck you, man.
Yeah, wait, can you say it one more time?
Fukuyama. It's really Fukuyama. Fuck you, man.
Fuck you, man.
Fuck you, man. All right.
No.
At the end of history, events still happen, but humanity has reached the end of its socio-cultural evolution. Okay? Humanity has reached the end of its socio-cultural evolution. This theory has nothing to do with time travel or simulations, but rather the stagnation of human progress. The stagnation of human progress, okay? All right. And he says, he goes on to say, it kind of fits the dreamlike purgatory theme theory I find most when trying to research the topic of the world already having ended. Okay, so if you think fourth dimensionally or beyond linear time, we could say that the universe has already ended. The moment it began, the end was set in stone. Okay?
Weird.
And if I could read this cosmic epochs or whatever it is, which I can't really see, but I want to look up, I would read that to you, but I can't see it. Okay? So he goes on to say, perhaps the universe is in a constant cycle of expanding and contracting. That means the Big Bang and the Big Crunch over and over, and our souls are just taking a ride on the cosmic Ferris wheel. Thanks for reading. And that's the end of it. Okay? Mind fucked. I don't know. Excuse me.
You might be.
I mean, just right now, I'm trying to process it all. So I've been thinking about this. I've been a Rick and Morty fan for a while in the multiverse theory, and I mean, it really appeals to me. It makes more sense than a lot of things I've ever, as far as conspiracies and the world and how it is and shit. Like that turtle thing now. I mean, it's weird that it's weird. Everything's weird in that whole thing.
Titles.
So, what do you think about it?
I don't think we're on a turtle.
I just want to know about this collective consciousness shit being moved, because the multiverse theory doesn't come to me as a simulation. It is the decision split as far as the way things go, and
that's what I think too. But at the same time,
but you got to understand, there's a consequence for everything done, right?
There's no way that you can move a collective, like hive mind.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Universe to universe to universe.
Unless
universe. It's not humanly.
Okay, but look at Avatar, right?
Oh wait, we're watching TV and it happens. Something like that.
But look at Avatar. Okay, Avatar, Gaia is their planet, and they are
right.
They go back to Gaia. Their souls or whatever are inherent back into that planet, right?
Right.
So that's the same theory.
No.
In a way. Collective mind is because we come from Gaia or Earth, and we go back to it in the end. Unless you're cremated, then you're never going back, and you're fucked. You just fucked yourself out of going back to where we come from, and that's the collective mind. You see what I'm saying? But I don't know about that.
I don't know.
There's people more in tune with the Earth than others. I mean, I don't know. So it's a lot to swallow. So there's some things I got to look up for the next show to come back on this on. But did we die in 2012? Are we still alive? Are we in a black hole? are we? I don't know. What are we? peskycatent@gmail.com. Tell us what you think.
Did you know they're finally going to let Ash Ketchum win a Pokemon League?
I thought they already did.
No, he's never won one until now.
But I thought that's what I'm
This
saying.
one, this current one, is the one that he's first one he's ever going to win.
That's what I
mean. The
mean.
last 20 years.
2019. I seen a meme about it the other day. You know, you talked about this 3 episodes ago or so.
Did I?
Yep.
No,
You
I don't
did.
think I
I
did.
promise you. Go back and listen to it.
I might have to.
But yeah,
No,
but the
'cause I don't
animation
like
is
the-
different.
Yeah, the animation's a lot different.
Shitty.
I kind of like it.
I don't know. It's not the same.
Well,
All
of
right,
course,
so yeah,
nothing
you guys
that's
need to let us
different
know what
is.
you think, huh?
Nothing that's different is ever the
Yeah,
same.
I'm just saying. That's true. But let us know what you think about this theory. You can go to our Facebook at the Open Mic Show podcast and let us know there through Messenger. We'll read it out on the show and let everybody know what you think. Just leave us what nickname or name you want us to call you. At ENTCat on Twitter. ENT_CAT. That's the entertainment cat. For your cat for your entertainment. Pesky Cat is my cat. Okay, that's where we came up with it, and it wasn't even us that came up with it. It was another guy that used to run with us, and I mean, he still can come on a show. I don't care. I already told him that. But anyway, he came up with that name. But yeah, so it was my cat, and she's still around here somewhere, being pesky. All right, so I'm getting really tired. I got really stoned, and then I had to take my medication. So we're another hour show. Yeah, hour show. What's up?
So,
where's my mic? Oh, there it is. Yes, our show. Great. Thanks for the love, fans. Appreciate it.
Hey, there's a couple of them out there.
Yeah, 11 episodes in. We're slowing down a little bit because we got
a lot going on.
We got record happy. But
at the beginning.
Yeah, that's good. We were getting content out, but now we're going to be down to about 2 episodes a week. So, and if we get in more, even better. So, peskycatent@gmail.com. Please email us. Please. All right.
We're asking nicely.
Anything else, bud?
Please? No.
Okay, Steve. I'm Cash West. That is Steve Starr. And we will see you next time on the Open Mic Show with Steve Starr and Cash West. Kevin MacLeod. He does these beats.